Welcome back to Whitney Alex Works recaps of Bachelor Nation content. This time I'm recapping The Bachelors Australia Season 11, Episode 4. Alright, let's get started. We begin a new week with many of the women upset that they haven't gotten a lot of time to get to know the three bachelors. And it seems like the target for many of the women is Brea, who seems to go on a lot of dates, and those perturbed by Brea's so-called advantages is Lisa and Madison. Madison is hoping she can spend more time with Ben, and when Ben visits the women's pad, she makes an attempt to connect. But Ben decides to pick Amelia for the single date, but Madison has another plan up her sleeve. We also see another storyline with Ellie, who has been in a love triangle with both bachelors Luke and Ben, but it seems like she has decided that she is going to pursue Luke and plans to tell Ben that she is going to focus only on Luke. For the single dates of the week, again, Ben chooses Amelia, a 25-year-old nursing student from the Central Coast, New South Wales. They spend the day at the Melbourne markets trying raw oysters and getting to know each other better. After spending the day at the market, Ben and Amelia head to Ben's bachelor pad, where they continue to open up to each other. Amelia opens up about her past relationship and dealing with infidelity, and Ben relates, sharing that he too went through something similar, as they admit they have trouble trusting. But through the shared heartbreak stories, Ben and Amelia lean into their relationship and share their first kiss and Ben's first kiss of the season. We switch over to the other single dates, with Luke choosing Arthi on his. Luke and Arthi spend time getting dressed up and going to a musical theater performance, where afterward they share street food together and share personal stories about their past relationships. Luke expresses that his romantic past is difficult, as apparently he had an engagement that ended badly, but by listening to each other, Arthi and Luke continue to connect, as Luke tells Arthi that he can see a future with her. The last single date of the week was Wes choosing Brea, who apparently has a target on her back, and they spend time at an urban surfing complex where they have a fun time together. After indoor surfing, they head to a hot tub where Brea is interested in knowing what Wes's romantic ambitions are, specifically where he stands on intimacy. But Brea doesn't get the answer she was looking for, as Wes is pretty elusive about what he would consider appropriate romantic endeavors to be. But Wes does admit that he really likes Brea, and they end up sharing their first kiss and Wes's first kiss of the season. After the single dates, we see Madison walking toward Ben's bachelor pad, and she shows up with some juicy gossip to share. Ben is shocked to see Madison, but hears her out. Madison then tells Ben about Brea, sharing that apparently Brea is rumored to be just leading Wes on to get a rose, and that she's actually interested in Luke. Whether this is true or not is debatable, but what is certain was that this was Madison's attempt to get more time with Ben. We then head to a cocktail party instead of a group date, where the three bachelors show up to spend some time with the contestants. But Ben has something to tell Wes, and he pulls him aside and lets him know about the rumors about Brea. Wes is shocked, and he decides to talk to Brea about what he heard. Brea reacts with reluctant emotion, as she believes these accusations about her are absurd and calls the entire situation hectic. And now Wes is even more confused, as he doesn't know what to believe. We also see Ellie pull Ben to tell him that she wants to pursue Luke, but Ben says that he is still interested in Ellie and wants another chance with her, citing that he wasn't himself at that after party. Ellie is more confused than ever, as she didn't expect Ben to continue to want to pursue her, so she is still in that love triangle whether she likes it or not. With the cocktail party over, it's time for the next rose ceremony, where specific women like Lisa and Madison suddenly call out Brea for her apparently saying she wasn't into Wes off camera supposedly. But Brea does say she is interested in Wes and doesn't understand all the conflict with her. And even Anastasia goes after her, but we're all left wondering, why is Brea even a target? Well, the three Aussie Bachelors come in and decide on who they want to give their roses wants to. Some women are exempt from this rose ceremony, so let's go over who receives a rose. Luke chooses Lana, Ellie, and Mel. Ben gives a rose to Anastasia, McKenna, Angela, and Madison. Lastly, Wes gives his roses to Nella, Lisa, Natalie, but then when Brea and Dana are the last two standing, Wes asks to talk to Brea outside. Wes then apologizes to Brea about doubting her and says that he has her back and calls her genuine. And when they head back inside, he publicly gives the last rose to Brea, which means Dana, a medical researcher from Sydney, is heading home. 17 women remain. And that's it for The Bachelors Australia Season 11, Episode 4. Thank you for watching Whitney Alex Works recaps. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe here for more content in the future. See you soon for the next episode.